I encourage all of you, if there's something out there, you know, that your heart has just been craving, if there's something out there that you really just feel led to, called to, then like walk confidently through that door. Hi everyone, welcome to this video. Stepping out of my comfort zone is what I'm gonna be kind of talking about today, and why I decided to start my blog, Living Sweeter. So I'm gonna open this up with a quote that I found that I wrote a blog post on this as well. And so this is kind of the video that corresponds with that, because I realize some people don't like to read, and that's totally okay. So this is a video for those that kind of want something a little quicker. Hopefully it'll be quicker. I like to talk. But anyways, the quote just really spoke to me, and I felt it on a personal level, so I just want to share it with all of you guys. It says, "The ocean does not apologize for its depth, and the mountains do not seek forgiveness for the space they take. And so neither shall I." And that was by Becca Lee. And for me, that just like really resonated with me, because I feel like because this is something that I've wanted to do for so long, whether it be start a blog or a YouTube channel, I've always just felt like I've just had this underlying sense of fear of, well, what are people gonna think? Or I don't have time, or I feel like I've already failed and I haven't even started yet. Like I have a running list of ideas that I've had for over 4 years of different videos and different blog posts that I would love to write. I kid you not. And I was looking back on old footage yesterday, and on my camera that I bought literally 5 years ago. And I have so many videos that I have started and I've never ever put out there for the world. And I look back 5 years ago at young little Chloe, who is, gosh, how old was I? I guess I was like 17 or 18 years old. And I look back at me, and you know, that was something that I desired so heavily then too. And the fact that I'm still here, 23 now, 5 years later, and still feel that strong sense of calling in that direction. This is way out of my comfort zone. I mean, I love to talk. I was a mass communications major. Like I'm not a shy person by any means, but I think it's more or less the idea of putting yourself out there for the world, because we all know that the world can be a cruel, harsh, and brutal place at times, especially on the internet. And so I just, you know, but I look back and I think of those 5 years that I've lost and where I could be now. I could be mountains and miles ahead if I would have said yes, and if I wouldn't have let the fear get the best of me. But we can't go back in time, and so for me, doing myself a favor is just starting now. So I was listening to my favorite podcast, The Good Life, and I heard this quote that they mentioned, and it just really stuck with me. And they said, "When God calls you, He qualifies you, and then He empowers you with the boldness to take the first step." And I really felt that. I believe that when He calls you, He does qualify you. Starting out, we're never qualified to do really any of the things that we do. And it's a part of the journey, it's a part of the experience, and it's okay to not have it all together, and it's okay to not be perfect starting out. And so I finally pulled the trigger and I said, look, I'm gonna do this. It's not gonna be perfect, but I feel that this is what I'm supposed to do. And for me, that is what I have to do. Whether or not people like it is up to them, but for me, this is a part of literally what I feel the Lord is calling me to. So, in fact, I was just sitting down the other day and just trying to have some quiet time, you know, just for me and the Lord. And you know, I literally heard Him say, I heard it so clearly, I'll never forget. He said, "I have you exactly where I want you. Now I need you to let me use you the way I desire to." And I do believe that the Lord will use me through this channel, through my blog, and just through my own experiences in life. I mean, we go through life, we're faced with different challenges and tribulations along the way. And sometimes those very things are exactly what other people need to hear. You know, sometimes there's someone out there who needs to hear your voice. In fact, I have another good quote that I would like to share with you guys. I keep a running list in my phone. "You are most powerfully positioned to help the person you once were." And I again feel that very deeply. It just resonates with me because I know who I once was and I know where I am now. you know, and I think that just goes for anyone. We're never the same person. We're constantly evolving as human beings, and that's good. And then the last one is just be who you were meant to be in the world. As simple as that. Just be who you were meant to be. I read something else and it said, who were you before the world told you who you were supposed to be? Like, that is just so accurate. And I think we've gotten so lost in this false sense of purpose in life, and I don't want to be a product of that, and I don't want to show that. You know, I want to be authentic and transparent and real, and that's what I hope to do on Living Sweeter, like with the words that I say, the words that I write, and the videos that I make, and what's to come. I hope that it is purposeful and powerful, but truthfully, like, I want to be far more than just a blogger. I want to be someone that has depth and magnitude and speaks purpose and life into people and into myself. My goal for Living Sweeter is for people to leave feeling encouraged, inspired, and enlightened, and I want nothing short of that. And you know, I've published, I think, 3 blog posts now, so new in this world around me. But you know, when I set out, I was kind of comparing and seeing what else everybody else is doing. Like, what is this person doing? What is that person doing? Well, they're successful. But for me, it's like, okay, it's good to get inspiration from people, but you have to be your own person, and you have to do what's unique to yourself. Like, I would love to talk about my beauty products and where we went on vacation, or what we did this past weekend. I would love to talk about those things, and I hope to talk about those things. I already have talked about those things. But within that, I also want to talk about things deeper than that. I want to go below the surface. I want to, you know, share inspiration and life advice and just my experiences throughout this being in this world, really. And I do not think what I have to offer is anything greater than what anyone else does. I just feel this is a part of what I'm supposed to do, and this is me literally being obedient. This is me finally listening to the voice that has been inside my head, or more or less really in my heart. The one in my head has been telling me not to do this because I'm not qualified, or no one would care, or nobody wants to listen. And I am just shutting that voice out, and I encourage all of you, if there's something out there, you know, that your heart has just been craving, if there's something out there that you really just feel led to, called to, then like, walk confidently through that door. And what's waiting on the other side is beyond your control, but you have to take the chance. You have to be willing to try. And like, if I fell through all this, at least I can say I tried, which is a hell of a lot better than me saying, well, I never ever gave it a chance. If I do nothing more than maybe inspire one heart or one person, then for me that's enough. You know, I'm gonna continue to talk about, like I said, all the travel and beauty and fashion and all of that stuff, but I hope that you guys will be interested in the deeper stuff too. I think that the world needs that. I think that, you know, there are young girls out there in this world trying to find their way, trying to figure out who they want to be. And Lord, this world, we all know 2020 has been a really, really hard year, and it still is. It's like, when is it gonna get better? I don't know. Have so many fun things and exciting ideas and discussions and interviews and all kinds of fun stuff to share with you guys. In fact, next week on the blog, I'm going to be interviewing a really special guest. I'll give you a hint. There may be royalty involved. Not a royalty where I make money off of it, but she may be royalty. I don't know, you'll just have to stay tuned and find out, though. I really appreciate you watching this video. I hope you guys enjoy it, so stay tuned for the next video. I love you so much, and we'll see you next time.